out. All right, Johnny, let's go to our next league. And by the way, this league, I
Everyone
think
buckle up. It's going
Pez
to be here
should go by a
2 hours.
little bit more quickly because we've given a lot of background on players already, right? So, yeah. All right.
But yeah, which one are we
This
in here?
is going to
Sorry.
be
All right, yep. With you.
Johnny. What league is this? This is the.
Yep.
I have to look at the private
Got
chat.
it.
Let me scroll up.
He's got it up at the top corner, Pork. I'm not going to even attempt to say it.
Maeshowe Division 2.
Who the hell? Right. Oh, he gets touchy if you do not say these right, Pork.
How do you say it again? Maeshowe.
Right, pack it in. Right, I'm taking the first team, Pork, because this is like I don't
Oh
know who
my!
this is.
Ah!
I don't recognise the name. But what the fuck? So my mate Lovett's in this league, and he was telling me IDPs were coming off the board. What is going on here? The 4th and 5th round. Like, what? He's took 4 IDPs. He's got RJ Harvey and JK Dobbins, but then he's essentially got a non-existent running back room. His wide receivers actually aren't that bad. Like, he's got Jamar Chase, Cortland Sutton, Jacoby Myers. They're who his 3 starters are. He's got Josh Downs, Jaden Higgins, Demario Douglas. Like I said, don't mind him. And then Thingy. They're not that bad. And he's got George Kittle, Joe Burrow. Like, he's just got a non-existent running back room unless Woody Marks and Nick Chubb, who play for the same team. So he's got 4 running backs who play over 2
Yeah.
teams.
Oh my God. Yeah. His first 2 running backs are Harvey and Dobbins, same team, and then Marks and Chubb, same
Marks
team.
and Chubb, same team. Oh, what's he fucking done? His wide receivers aren't that bad though. He's got Joe Burrow and Josh. That is wild. That is
One Dave
something
Hendo.
else.
I think he's a new guy to our league. I don't remember seeing his name before. Johnny can correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
don't know.
But yeah, I'm going to say an emphatic no on this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He won the Rousey Cup last year. But hey, it could be, that drafting in that number 1 slot, I think is the absolute worst slot to draft. All your favorite guys are getting drafted 2 or 3 picks right before you draft. And then you're just stuck there going, well, who do I take? Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. If he can sort his running back room out and somehow through the waiver wire, his team overall isn't that bad. He just needs to sort his running back room out. It just offends me when you take IDPs that high back to back.
Zaire Franklin is always a top 2 or 3 guy, right? So is Roquan Smith. So.
Yeah. Roquan Smith isn't though. Like he's had them seasons, but
not anymore.
Yeah, no.
See, again, like I said, I'm not an IDP guy. I literally just take dice and throw it on the table.
There's better ones out there. There's like you didn't need to jump that high for them. Like it's just silly. But overall, his bones aren't that bad. He just needs to sort his running back room out. So even though we laugh and like look at it and go, if he can sort his running back room out, he's actually got a decent team.
Yeah, I can go with that. But yeah. So maybe he's hoping the other positions carry him, and he won the Rousey Cup. So
they better have, dude.
He's won more than I ever have.
Yeah. Right.
Team
Go
2.
on then, team 2.
All right. So Bucky Irving came out of nowhere last year. You know, with running backs, I will always remember Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce, 1,100 yards, like 8 touchdowns. The next guy for the Texans, and then what has he done since? I'm always worried about running backs that come out of nowhere and get drafted in the first 2 rounds, right? That's just me. But I will say T. Higgins, but that's T. Higgins is wide receiver 1, right? So his wide receiver 1 is a wide receiver 2. I will say Bo Nix, that could carry his offense. Travis Kelce, great. Jaden Waddle, he had back to back to back 1,000-yard receiving seasons until Tyreek Hill got there. This could be the year again. So let's break it down. Running back room: Robinson, Irving, Rashad White. Okay, and tell me if I'm missing something. He only has 3 running backs. Is that right?
He's got Cam
Okay.
Scatterboo as well.
And then his wide receivers: Higgins, Rice, Waddle, Godwin, Ayuk. Ayuk's not even. Why would you take Ayuk in like the 8th round? He's not even playing this year, is he?
So I have a theory on this team. I have a theory on what he's done. I'm in a couple of leagues with him, so I know he's not like, because you're looking at the bones of that and you're like, it's some weird draft in there. What I think he's done here is Godwin is on the pup, Ayuk's on the pup, so they're straight away in his IR, right? So he's probably then already picked up waiver pickups, and then the biggest glaring thing is he's got 4 quarterbacks. And I think what he's planning is they're just trade bait for him. I just think that it just massive trade bait pieces, in my opinion. The Bo Nix, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, and Tyler Shough. Tyler Shough's a dart throw. If he comes good and someone's desperate for a quarterback, then fair enough. Justin Fields, if he plays how he can play, great in fantasy. Kyler can be great in fantasy. Bo Nix was good in fantasy. He ain't keeping them all.
Yeah, but QB1,
I just don't know.
you don't get a lot in trades, even for a guy that is a top 15 quarterback. You're not going like Kyler Murray. You're not going to get a lot for him. I wouldn't think.
He doesn't. But this is what I mean. When the season starts, if Kyler Murray starts off hot, like before the injury, and he's smashing 25+ point games, and he's running around like a madman, and he's slinging it, and he's looking great. And you know what it's like. Someone starts 0-3, 0-4. They're coming to him going, "What do you want for Kyler Murray?" All right. So then it doesn't look as stupid to go, he's going to get a lot more at that point by going, now you're all coming to me. But there's a lot. That's the biggest what if I've seen, because that team for me on paper is horrendous. Like it is horrendous.
This team, the first 2 teams are not really my type of team. But
no, not my type of team.
All right, what about team 3? Give us the rundown.
So team 3, again, really interesting. You got your 3 wide receivers there: JJ, AJ, and Ridley. You got a good backup, the stack with JJ. Don't mind it. So you got your 3 wide receivers there. Hollywood Brown, I won't trust him as far as I can throw him, so I'd scrub him straight off this team. So then you basically got 3 wide receivers you have to play with, a backup of Jordan Addison, who's banned for the majority of the season, like for the good portion of the season, who might not be back yet. So you've essentially got 3 wide receivers you're hoping stay healthy. Then you've got 3 tight ends, 2 from the same team. I understand why he's done it. Still don't like it. Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff you don't really look at the names and go, everyone's like, oh yeah, Jared Goff last year, but a lot of things have changed for Jared Goff last year to this year. You don't know what
Imagine
he's
the
going to
headache
be.
with who
Patrick
to
Mahomes isn't
start between Andrews and Likely.
exactly, mate. Exactly. And then he's wasted four picks, two of them being the 10th and 11th round. What we speak about, where you can get a lot of bones, like get a lot of good pieces for your team in them positions on two IDPs, and then pick two more later. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Again, it's not my cup of tea. That
Yeah, it's rare,
this next
Pez, that
team,
the first three teams, neither of us have found a team that we're feeling.
yeah,
Well, go ahead and do team four if you don't mind.
yeah, okay. I like this a lot better. Saquon, Chase Brown, Ken, Najee, Dylan Sampson. Don't mind that stack of running backs there. Um, Lad, Olave, Jerry Judy, Darnell Mooney. I think is going to be out for a couple of weeks, but when he comes back, we'll be all right. Rashard Bateman's a hedge. Torrey Horton, I've already spoke about him. I think he will look back and go, I got him in the second class round. That's a steal. You've got four, I love it, four tight ends, four solid tight ends too, because I think Harold Fannin Jr. is going to have a lot of a better, quicker start than people think he might. Again, still gone too high on his IDPs. I understand why he's gone. They're two good IDPs. He's got Hurts, he's got Prescott. At this moment in time, Team 4 is the most
Certainly.
balanced team there is. It's just, for me personally, he's got great running backs, but he's thin at wide receiver when you need to play three of them.
Well, I'll go ahead and do team five, and then you can do 6 and 7 if you want to kind of do a little, look ahead.
Yeah,
So Jamar Gibbs, of course, he could be generational talent. He's shown the flashes. Why not? 105, I can agree with that. I already spoke on BJT or BTJ, whatever. I love Brian Thomas Jr. I think he could have a better year this year than he had last year in his rookie year. Devontae Smith, we talked about in the trades with Ian's team. Devontae, I think he's a very solid wide receiver too for the Eagles. He puts up almost wide receiver one numbers as a wide receiver too. I think that's solid. Worthy, that's a roll of the dice, but it could work out, especially with Rice that is going to miss extended games. And then we have Odunze, Keon Coleman, Tillman, and Leggett, and Dwami Brown. Out of all of those, I think Coleman could be the one that has the biggest upside. Coleman, it's notorious that rookie wide receivers don't do well, and then year two, they just explode, right? Quinton Junkins, I like this pick, especially when you have Gibbs and then Jacobs and then Judkins as the top three. But then you look for any type of depth out of those, you have Jalen Wright, and that's it. Wide receivers are tight end, Loveland, Kincaid. Yeah, Loveland could be that guy, right? Especially in that Chicago offense with Ben Johnson. He's shown that he knows how to use them. Kincaid could break out this year. Again, tight ends take time. I think this team has the pieces, but Worthy in the fifth round, I'm worried. Jacobs is getting some wear on those wheels. Yeah. Uh, Overall, I think it's a well-rounded team. All right, Paz, what do you think?
um, yeah, I like it. I think I'm bullish on Xavier Worthy. I think he's going to have a lot better year. Dunze could bounce. Keon Coleman, like you said, I do like all them. Jalen Wright's stock's kind of gone up after Achan. He's got this softish situation. Um, the thing that's going to kick him in the arse is, like I've fucking said about 15 times. Oh, I nearly gave him the benefit of the doubt. 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Nick Bolton and then Nick Benito.
Solid.
Nick Benito, he had a good year last year in the
Yeah.
NFL. But you look at his points, and his points
Yeah.
aren't that good compared to
Yeah.
others. So you've gone midway of the draft. So you've lost out, right? Marvin Mims, Jake Ferguson, Kyle Pitts, Trey Harris, Tank Bigsby, Jaden Blue. Who's his thingy? Because I was looking at his. Where is he? I'm not a big fan of his. I'm not a big fan of his quarterback, to be
Yeah.
quite honest. Stroud,
Yeah.
taking
This whole
Stroud
team
that
is
high
injury
up,
prone.
like he's not
I mean,
proven. But Stroud's not proven that he's a viable fantasy tight end. Like, sorry, fucking quarterback. So you then go back and then you look at, yeah, Caleb Williams hasn't, but then you think Ben Johnson, he could make a jump. Then he just missed out on Drake May, who, with the running ability and stuff, so he's missed out on all them. And then he went, fuck it, I'm going to take another IDP and then lose out on a load more stuff.
what is
Like,
going on with this league,
if he
Pez?
does,
It's crazy.
if he does shit, he's going to look back and it's because of
What
them two
is this
picks back to
Division
back there.
Two? Is that or Division Three?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Division two.
that's why the teams are so widely like no one standout team because the owners in this league know the value of different players, and so the good players are all being spread out. You know what I mean?
So, yeah. What I'm going to say to you is if you want to read out six, I'll do 7 and 8 because 8 is my
All right,
mate's
so
team.
I will go ahead and do six, and you can do 7, 8, and probably 9, just in the name of speed. Yeah. All right.
All right, yeah.
So Travis Hunter in the first round. We've spoke about this already. We have spoken about this already. I personally would not pick Travis Hunter in any of the first 3 rounds. Why? He's a rookie wide receiver. He's a rookie cornerback and not a safety. Cornerbacks don't score a great amount of points, like 100 over this 17 game season. Wide receivers,
Right.
again, he's a rookie wide receiver with Brian Thomas Jr. on the team already. Love Lamar Jackson in the second round. One quarterback league, Lamar is one of those guys you take, right? Love Hampton. He's going to be great in LA. Travion Henderson, he's proven in the preseason he's been awesome. Terry McLaurin, old. So let's just break it down by what you do by the positions. Wide receiver, McLaurin, Pickens, Mims, Beck, Palmer, Dobbs. It's one of the weakest wide receiver rooms we've seen, I think.
Don't forget
Well,
Travis Hunter as
Travis
well.
Hunter. Okay. Rookie Travis Hunter. Running back room,
Yep.
Hampton, Henderson, both rookies. Jordan Mason, backup running back, right? Maybe could be RB1. Dowdle, which is also a backup, which I know I traded for him. And
Tyrone Tracy as well.
where do I don't see Tracy. Oh, there he is. Okay. And then his tight end, Warren, Sanders, Johnson. We talked about Sanders and Johnson last year.
Right. I'll chuck in a quick thing there. Me and Johnny both have the same sentiment on Sanders. Sanders could legit be a sleeping giant in fantasy because he's like coming out of Texas. He was an offensive weapon. He doesn't have Trumbull to deal with at the moment because I think he's got an injury that's going to put him out for the start of the year. So no one's really in his way except for like a 6th round rookie they got as well. So I'm not that bad. Like you want to kind of see it before you believe it. So I understand where you're coming from. Like Tyler Warren, you've not seen anything. Sanders, you've not seen anything. Theo Johnson could be the steal of them all because if Jackson Dart starts or Russ, like they're going to use that tight end, and I think he could get him points. But That's sugarcoating what you'd say. It's all
Right.
hedging.
Right. All right. So let's go to the next two teams. I'm going to let you go ahead and cover them, and
So,
I'll probably stay mostly quiet.
right,
Go for it.
right. So these two teams are more my cup of tea. Like Derrick Henry, CMC, and then he's got Tyreek, Mike Evans, and DK for his three wide receiver starters. Pittman could be all right, like you've already spoke about. Like he can do it. Christian Kirk might be better than what people think. Like he's getting a bit of buzz in camp saying he's a bit of the safety blanket for Stroud in the like dump off kind of game. Corker, he showed bits last year that he could potentially grow in the offense. And then Iomana is no scrub. Like he fell in the draft. He's a lot better than where he was drafted. So yeah, just too much of an unknown. You've got Alvin Kamara, Stevenson, Isaac Guerrero, and Jordan James. I understand what he's done there because it's like you don't know what the Niners running backs are going to be, so just fuck it, get them both. Hate the fact that in the where the fuck is he? In the 8th round, he took Fred Warner. Fred Warner, yes, he is a good point scorer, but still, it's just too early to do it. Like he's only got Brock Purdy, and looking at the rest of the teams, I think if Brock Purdy got injured, he has literally got no one to fall back on. So that could bite him in the ass. Overall, I do kind of like the bones of his team, but then there's so many pitfalls. Like in Joku, if he goes down, you're relying on Aurelio, who's not proven anything yet. He's just potential. Like so, I like that team looking at it, but then as more I spoke about it, there was more questions than there was likes. So Team 8 is my mate's team, and he always drafts well. Like, and you can see it straight out
Yeah.
of the bag here. So you see
I was
CD
looking
Lamb.
at this team earlier.
So yeah, so if you look at his depth at wide receiver, if we start there, because that's like it could be a killer point with the three starters: CD Lamb, Ted McMillan, and Ricky Pearsall, and
Matthew Golden. Yeah.
Matthew Golden. Like there, you've got four guys who essentially are wide receiver
Two
ones.
rookies.
I think Matthew
Two
Golden will
rookies.
quickly take. I'm not at the wide receiver position. We've seen over the years that rookie wide receivers can bounce straight away. Like,
Marvin Harrison
um,
Jr. Did he?
yeah, that's completely different. Kyler Murray's just
Yeah, I get you.
you believe. Oh, time to go,
No,
Pork.
that's. I will type it in the private chat group
Time to go
here.
to
I
bed.
will. I will type it in the private chat. Uh, go ahead.
But then, so you look at that, right? And then you've got Kyron Williams, Caleb Johnson, not a big fan of it. Brian Robinson, you're kind of kicking yourself at that. Trey Benson and Jerome Ford. His running backs are thin there, but I like his tight ends he's took. Trey McBride, TJ Hawkinson, Jake Ferguson, and Bretton Strange. I like that. He's took a big gamble on just JJ McCarthy. Like, he's done the right thing. He's took two late
Yeah.
IDPs and kicker like that. And then he's just hedged on a couple of wide receivers late on. Looking at his team, I
It's
think
much better than the first 4 or 5
something that
teams
lets him,
or 14. Yeah.
yeah, but he's thin at running back. He really needs Caleb Johnson to hit the ground running. But would you trust Aaron Rodgers to support a rookie running back? Out of every rookie, I won't go fucking.
I think Caleb Johnson,
I just.
Henderson, and Hampton could all three be top 10 running backs this year.
But Caleb Johnson's the one that scares me the most because of Aaron Rodgers. I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
He don't I don't trust him. He doesn't trust bloody
Yeah, I
rookies.
really hate
So
Aaron Rodgers so much. Yeah. Okay. Would you like to do Team Nine, or would you like me to do Team Nine?
well, who wants to do Everett's team because
I'm
he's
going to
Team
let you
10.
do Everett's team. Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, you do Team 9
All
then.
right. I love Everett too much. Okay. So Solomon, Puka Nakua, I've already spoke about earlier. I love the guy. And if I had the 109, I might actually go ahead and do Puka as well. But I think that there's better choices on the board at the 109 in this league anyway, such as Trey McBride would have been, because in a tied in league. But if we look at your team specifically, Nakua, Harrison, Flowers, Shakir, Diggs, Shaheed, Cross, is that right? No, that's it, right? Michael Wilson. I think you have great depth in the wide receiver room, right? If Harrison develops this year, you could have a wonderful wide receiver room. If we look at your running back room, it's one of those the all-time legendary what if running back rooms. If Devin A-Chain has his 17 game season, wow. If Brees Hall has his true potential season, Joe Mixon gets one more season at age old man, right? Javante proves that he can put together a solid season after his devastating injury. His running back room could be legendary. But again, there's a lot of questions. So we go to the tight ends, Pitts, Gasecki. I think they're going to be anywhere between numbers 5 to number 7 at best in the rankings. Quarterback Haber and Young. I don't think either of these are top 5 fantasy quarterbacks. Overall, I like this team better than the first 4. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
The wide
I agree.
receiver room could really carry this team because of the flex and the depth. And the running backs are solid as long as they stay healthy. Uh, well, I like the
All I
team, but he's going to need some, people to stay healthy.
all I'd say to Solomon if he saw this was, I don't mind Nick Cross. He does generate decent points in IDP. Just double check Max Crosby because I don't think Max Crosby um, is a solid
Yeah, I think he
IDP
had
scorer.
120 points
D
last
linemen
year
are
or
very
something like that.
rarely
It
on
wasn't
the
a lot.
yeah they very rarely on the D line. It's mainly linebackers who generate tackles. That's where you get your
Hmm.
consistent points.
Yeah, Matthew Phillips is correcting me on my
So
BTG, by the way. Apologies. Brian Thomas Jr. It is that I always think of BJT. I don't know why. Anyway, all right. I would love to hear what you have to say about Everett's team.
all right, come on then. So and Matt said Arthur Smith is in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's what scares me the most. We all saw what he did to Bijan Robinson. Like that's all we need to know about that. So Everett's team. Why have I got it different on this spreadsheet than?
So Everett, oh yeah, it is
Why
a
is it
lot
saying
different.
Drake? Right, yeah. So I'll just go off the screen. So
Ah, there it is. There it is.
all
Okay.
right, there we are, Johnny. You
Yeah. Okay.
bloody
Yeah.
skip me up. Right, so I'm in a lot of leagues with Everett, and when it comes to free wide receivers, he loves to box that position off nice and early. So Neighbors, Drake, and Garrett Wilson, three solid ones. Devontae Adams, Debo Samuel,
Wow.
Trey Harris as
Wow.
the hedge, and Darius
Yeah.
Slay. He's nailed. nailed the wide
Yes.
receiver position for me in this league. Then he's got
In
Jaden
round
Daniels on
4.
top.
That's
Well,
amazing.
yep. And then obviously, with that being said, like I said before, you have to take a hit somewhere. And then you got to James Conner, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Zach Charbonnet, Tarjay Spears as well. Love all that because Ken Walker's proven his health can't thingy there. Zach Charbonnet looked great in this preseason game just gone. It had like a 15-yard breakthrough, just smashed through a hole, touchdown, brilliant. Aaron Jones can still generate points. We talked enough about David Montgomery. James Conner always gets overlooked, but he's just a consistent guy who keeps on going.
I keep
So
waiting for his wheels to
they're
break,
solid
but it never
enough.
does.
Everett's done the right thing. He's picked up two. Quay Walker, he's got solid points. There's better guys out there, but Jack Campbell, Quay Walker, you can't grumble for the start. Shift them around, have a little look, see what happens. Overall, that is tight end. You got Dallas Goddard, Cade Otton, and Dalton Schultz. Three of them are. I would feel uncomfortable having them three as my tight ends, but
I mean, they're going to be in the
overall,
top
his
10
team is
week by
solid.
week if you choose the right one, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's just choosing the right one.
Yeah.
Three
That's a headache. You got
kind
to
of
choose the right one. But
mediocre
one of
tight
those will
ends.
be in the
Yeah,
top 10 week by week. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So for me, I like Everett's team.
Yep.
But he has a lot of players I don't, yeah, that I would not draft, but I like them. Like Montgomery, if he gets the touchdowns, I like him. If Jones can do another year in Minnesota with McConnell as the head coach, yeah, Jones is going to be great. You know, if Wilson can hook up with Fields, wow, Wilson, the college connect, can end up having a great season. Charbonnet, the fine wine. If Walker's injured, wow, this team could be explosive. And it's a redraft, so it's perfect. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So
I agree.
let's go to the next team here. We have Dreve 11. I'll go ahead and do Dreve, and you can do Jay Holmes. So I've been in probably 10 different leagues with Dreve, at least. So I kind of know him a little bit. I haven't talked too much to him, but his teams are always about the same, heavy on the wide receivers. He does like his quarterback, but here, Brock Bowers, we've talked about before, the first pick. I understand it, but I agree with you 100%, Pez. Uh, what Brock Bowers had is a career year. You don't usually top a career year, right? And Amon, Smith Najiba, JMO, Juan Jennings, Adam Thielen. It's not deep, but I like what he has. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. Okay. MVP. Why not? So let's look at the running backs Swift, Pacheco, Pollard, Bigsby, Davis, Hunt, and Johnson. This is 100% a weakness. Not just a weakness, but one of the worst running back rooms I've seen. And this really hurts the team. What do you think, Bez?
Yeah, I agree. I like he, to get Bowers and St. Brown, Josh Allen. Again, it's my personal preference, like just because of being used to Pete and the way he plays, that Bowers puts me off. But if Bowers just does 75% of what he did last year, then kind of changes the outlook on his team. Like Tank Bigsby, there's so much up in the air at the moment with that running back room at the Jags that you just don't know. But I don't mind he's done Swift and Roshan Johnson, but yeah, again, Zach Bourne got a shitload of points last year, but going that high on an IDP just costs you
1,
so
2, 3,
dearly.
4,
It
5,
costs you
6,
so
7,
dearly.
8. Ninth round. Yeah. I mean, we're still getting quarterback ones in the ninth round. You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate.
Which are much bigger scores than the ADPs.
So he gave up Zach Bourne for Ibuka, who I think could be the biggest breakout rookie out of them all, to then pick up Jennings, who's injured. Then he lost out on Debo, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk doesn't really matter. Marvin Mims could be out. And then, like, Raheem Shaheed was there when he took his next IDP. Keon Coleman missed out on a massive run of wide receivers again. Yeah. I
All
agree with you.
right. So we are definitely going to have to go at a bit quicker pace in our next league. Our last team, I'm just going to run through the running back room. You tell me what you like and don't like in like 30 seconds. Yeah. Running back room.
Right.
GNT,
Go on.
Cook, Blue, Algier, Allen.
I like it. I think you've got Genty Cook. I like the names because of the potential, but then it's again like you said all show it's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
The whole team's a what if.
So wide receivers, I think, is a huge weakness. Collins, Moore, Reed, Egbuka, Wandell Robinson, Keenan Allen. I think that's it.
Yeah, so you got to start three of them. Which three of them are you starting?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Tight
yeah.
ends.
Again,
Okay.
high.
Laporta, Lovett, Ertz.
At the end of the day, he did all right last year, didn't he? His tight ends, I don't mind it. Baker, I don't mind it. Having three quarterbacks, I don't get it.
Well, he's taking a chance on Ward being a breakout the last 4 rounds. Why not take a flyer? I get it.
Yeah, but you've got Baker, haven't you? Like he's going to suffer because of his wide receivers. He's really hedging on DJ Moore. Everyone's got to remember, right? DJ Moore walked off the field last year. There was a play still going on. Caleb Williams, whether you love him or hate him, he's scrambling around for his life trying to make a play, and DJ Moore just fucks off onto the sideline. Like, Caleb Williams is not going to forget that. Whether Ben Johnson loves the guy or not, Caleb Williams personally is not going to forget that DJ Moore did that to him last year. Like, I'm not a big fan of him. Like, not a big fan of picking him up. Like, he's a great wide receiver. He's proven he can do it. But now, to have him as one of your wide receiver like your 3 wide receiver sets, you're really fucking hoping that Ibuka hits the ground running and maybe Wandell Robinson appears out of absolutely thin air, because otherwise you're struggling.
All right.